Okay, the Axelson I have is 9 years earlier than this 1950 manual here that's online. And there's some changes. They changed the bearing on the end here. It's got the same 5203 double row bearing here. It's got the same thrust bearing, but over here they've added another bearing. So it's got two bearings instead of one bearing like mine has. They're showing a different kind of spring, a Belleville type spring, and a small washer, thrust washer. Now, my lathe has a really large kind of coil spring with a larger washer that was missing. And it kind of looked like the spring got into the bearing and tore up a cage. So there's changes in the later machines that is probably an improvement. But I think I can get this together and working. And, one viewer mentioned that, when you're using the clutches on the machine, don't jam them together, kind of feather them in. And I think the machine will be fine if it's treated reasonably. Okay, well, I'm going to get back to cleaning up these parts. And I made the missing protective washer here, and I made a spacer to go here to hopefully get the clutch adjustment in the right position. Okay, I'll be back. Hey, good morning. I'm making a part for the Axelson here, a spacer that appears to be missing from the clutch. And I got a shielding spacer to make too. And let me get this loose here. So I'm using this fabulous machine to make those parts, and this machine saves the day again. And this one's still for sale, and I'm asking $41,000 just because of the condition of it. And the bedways have no wear, and it's kind of an odd job I'm doing on this machine because I saved it for such specialized work. I hardly ever make parts on it. But I got the old one ready to be rebuilt, and then I'm going to slide another older one in here after a while, after this one sells. Okay, so over here, what a mess. But it's coming together good. And I'm just kind of kicking these things around. I got the last of the stuff I'm kind of cleaning up. Got the nuts and bolts here soaking. I tell you what, after a lot of years of use, things get kind of crusty and dirty. Now the carriage oil paths, I tell you what, the Hoppies really works good. It just works really good on that. It's probably the best solvent I found for dissolving hardened crud. But yeah, the bearings are rolling in, so I should have this thing up and going in a few days, I think. So I'm getting all prepared for that. And after I make these spacers, these gears here, you can see some internal damage here. And it's not going to cause any problem, but it's kind of hamburgered and there's flaky stuff. I want to get this in the chuck and the lathe and clean that up, just smooth it up. And then this one here, because it had all the debris and those things going together like that, battered this face up here and likely squished it into the broken bearing here. So I got to get that mounted in a chuck and take a tool and clean that up. And then the faces of the clutches here, they need to be cleaned up. They got nicks in it, and they just kind of don't slide together very good. But there's plenty of meat on them, so there's no problem there. Okay. So those are happening, and I'll show you how I chuck those up. Okay, I will be back a little bit. I've got the clutch feed shaft in here, and you can see it's pretty scored up. And I think what I'll do is just run a file across it. Without the machine running, just knock those burrs off of it. But it's coming right along. I'll get over here. There's one of them. Where's that other one? Get these over there. Okay. Was missing a spring protective washer. So I made that one similar to this one. And then I need a spacer because there's some lost space in the cross feed clutch to space this bearing, thrust bearing out about 1/8 of an inch, and that should get me back into the adjustment range. And it's coming together. I've just about got everything ready to go over and clean up again. Some of the bearings are coming in, and this thing will get together pretty quick here. Okay, I got to do some repair work on the clutch faces and clean those parts up. So we'll get them over here in the Monarch 10EE and get them straightened out. Okay, be back soon. Okay, I got the kind of battered up clutch gear chucked up here. I used some of this plumber's lead between the jaws and the gear teeth, and I was noticing, I don't know if we can see with the light, that metal has been caught in these teeth before. So this is kind of an ongoing problem over the last 80 years. Let's see if we can get this solved. I gotta get this bearing out of here, and you can see how mushed up it is here. It's kind of pushed it over, and it's razor sharp on the edges. So I'm going to take this little boring bar, put the lathe in reverse, and get behind it and kind of clean that up and get a flat surface here, because when I push the bearing out, I don't want to support it here because the gear is kind of thin. I don't want to break it, so I'll support it right at the hub here if I can possibly get it out that way. Okay. Get it on the boom cam. And I think you can see okay if I move that lamp. Okay. Okay, into reverse we go here. Gonna go real gentle here. That's just about all the room I got. Hold on. Let's see if that does it. Okay, I got that burr off there. Let's see if I can get a flat right up to the bearing. Getting into the softer metal, kind of got work hardened, getting mushed like that. Right up to the bearing there. actually getting the bearing now. Okay, that should be good. I'm going to round that shoulder a little bit. Okay. I'm going to take a little piece of 320 and get the burrs off that clutch base. Because it had debris in there and it's kind of got some burrs. There, I can feel them coming out. Okay, got a few grooves in it, but I'm not going to worry much about that. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Well, there's still some stuff there. Let's see if I find a little file here. There we go. I use it like a scraper. Big old nick there, but I didn't need to machine it out. This thing really taking a beating over the years. Okay. Boy, that really got hammered there. Okay, I'll get that other piece in there and clean it up. Now this gear too, got a few slightly damaged gear teeth there from stuff getting through them. So the inside of this kind of got hamburgered up, and I don't want that stuff flaking off. So I'll try to clean that up a little bit here. Don't need very much machine work on this project. I get the yeah, I think we can see them there okay. Okay, let's start her up. Looking pretty good, I think. See what that looks like. Boy, that really got chewed up in there. I'm going to cut that a little bit more. I think that's pretty good. Okay. I'm going to touch this outside surface of the clutch area here. This is the male part of the contact face. It got some debris in there. It's got a few burrs, so I thought I'd just kind of skim them off with a little bit of emery cloth here. That's downright damage to it. Hopefully this will solve the problems. There we go, toolmaker's lathe in repair mode. Usually I use the old manufacturing lathe for things like this. Yeah, I don't feel any burrs on there now. Let's see how that is. That should be good. It's got a lot of distance before these two gears contact each other. So I think the clutch is just fine. Yeah, they work smoothly together. Before it was, you could feel that there was burrs catching. Okay. I think that'll be good. I'll be back.